What's up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream for the Funding Blueprint conference that we are hosting in Atlanta, Georgia, March 28th and 29th. I am super excited because today I get to announce another guest speaker, somebody that's super close to me, somebody that I learned from. But before we get started, I want to know who's meeting me in Atlanta on March 28th and 29th. Drop Blueprint in the chat. If you are meeting me and you are ready to elevate, you're ready to get the blueprint to how you can receive funding to grow your business. Drop Blueprint in the chat. Okay, I got some people ready to get the blueprint to how they can get access to funding. So real quick, you guys, we've been on tour the last couple of weeks, just going around to different cities. We've been to Philly, we've been to Huntsville, we've been to Atlanta, we've been to Nashville. We got San Francisco coming up. But what we've been doing is teaching entrepreneurs how they can use this funding and use this capital for their business to elevate and grow. It doesn't matter where you are in your journey of being an entrepreneur, there is a funding resource out there available for you. And I am making it my mission to teach you guys how to get access to the capital and funding that you need. So the Funding Blueprint Conference is a way for you to come not only meet me in person, but be able to network with your peers and be able to rub shoulders with 6, 7, 8, and 9-figure business owners who have been in the same space that you are currently in, starting their business, starting their journey, and needing access to funding and capital. So I'm going to make sure that you guys walk away with actionable steps to help you fund your business. You guys are going to be able to come meet with me, connect with me, network with me, and I get to meet you guys in person and make sure that your business is on the right path to get the funding that you need. So when we talk about funding, when we talk about Blueprint, we cannot host a conference, a funding conference, without this person, you guys. A couple of years ago, I hosted a conference, or I hosted a small summit in Nashville, Tennessee. About 20 to 30 entrepreneurs in the room. And I called this person and I said, hey, I need you to come inside and I need you to come teach entrepreneurs on how to get funding for their business. He came in, he gave step-by-step strategies on what they could do. He even made sure they walked away with a list of what they can do, companies that will fund them. And we had people in that room that took action on the information immediately, and they were able to get credit card approvals just by the information that he gave in maybe a 30 or 45-minute segment. So now I am bringing him to you. You cannot mention funding. You cannot mention capital. You cannot mention business credit without this person. Can anybody guess in the chat who this is? Let me know in the chat. Can anybody guess? When we think of funding, who is the GOAT? Who is the GOAT of funding? Who is the person that we have to make sure we connect with when okay, somebody already said it. I see it in the chat, y'all. So I am super excited to just bring my brother, my friend, Smitty to GOAT up, who's going to be a part of the Funding Blueprint Conference in Atlanta, Georgia, March 28th and 29th. Smitty, what's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on, family? What's going on, Coach K? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. Working every
I'm
day, locked in.
I know it. I am super excited to have you at the conference. When we talk about funding and we mention business credit and business funding, I can't think of anybody else in this space that I would want to come bless my community and bless the stage. So I just appreciate you for always showing up for me. It was maybe 2.5 years ago when we hosted something small here in Nashville, and you came and you
Yeah,
executed, and people took that information and got funding immediately. So that's the energy I need when you come to Atlanta. Can we make that happen?
100%. A lot of people gonna leave with a lot of access to some more money before they came there. 100%.
I like the sound of that. More money. Somebody type
Yeah.
more money in the chat if you know you need more money. Type more money in the chat if you know you could need access to more. So, Smitty, when we talk about funding, I'm on the grant side and I love grants and I teach entrepreneurs how to get access to grant funding. But I think entrepreneurs should leverage every resource that's available for them, and that includes business funding and business credit. So, talk about a couple of opportunities for business when it comes to getting access to funding.
So, if I could hear you correctly, you just said give them strategies on how to get funded with their business, through some funding stuff and business credit stuff.
Yeah, just a little game, just a little bit, not too much.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, the first thing we need to understand is credit unions are more lenient banks to go with to go get higher limits of funding. That's the first thing that people need to know. Traditional banks make it harder for you to get funding. It's a lot of credit unions out here that would be more lenient to give you access to more capital for your business. One resource I can give them a little tip of a website we use that people can go to this website to find banks in their state, wherever they are, that has the best quality of assets to be able to lend more money. So I'll give y'all a site. It's called ibanknet.com. So it's letter I, banknet.com. And what you can see is every single state in the USA. You can click on the state and you can figure out what's the top 10 banks in your state. So how I like to leverage that is we just figure out, okay, y'all can even type in the chat too, what state y'all in right now. And then we can figure out within your state, what banks can we get that lend you the most money based upon how much assets and things like that. And you can go search their websites, find if they got business credit cards and things like that. But just the number one thing that have changed my life after I give y'all that piece of information was one of my mentors told me, if you don't learn how to leverage debt, you will always be working for somebody that do. So with that
Mm.
saying, it really hit me. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be on the side of being the person that worked for somebody else that's leveraging debt and leveraging debt to start businesses and investments and having people work under his business while he leveraging debt. I don't want to be the person that's not understanding and knowing that game. So I would rather learn this side and learn how to leverage other people's money and leverage debt to make me money in various different ways to be able to go about life. And then now I've built a 7-figure business off of it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, at the Funding Blueprint Conference, when you come on the stage, you're going to give entrepreneurs the blueprint on the things they need in place, the structure, the foundation, and how they can get access to funding. How big or how much does this depend on our personal credit and our personal credit profile?
Yeah, so with my strategy, the one I focused on, we focus on 0% interest funding, getting your first 100,000 to 200,000. We focus on having excellent personal credit. So that's you having a good personal credit, and we're leveraging it as a personal guarantor with our LLC and going to get access to our first 100,000 to $200,000 with our LLC. There are other strategies where we can get funded from, or like revenue-based lending, based upon how much money you make per month, based upon bank statements, based upon other things. But the main way that I'm gonna get on stage and teach y'all the blueprint at the conference is gonna be my 0% interest business credit card stacking method to my exact funding sequence I would use to go get access to 150,000 dollars in capital, and then get y'all some live funding right on the spot.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Couple of things you said. So, as a business owner and as an entrepreneur, I can get access to up to $200,000 or more at 0% for 0% interest for 18 months. So I can build my
100%.
business
That's the
and
strategy. Mhm.
go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I said, yeah, 100%. We can be able to get access to the first, 150, 200,000, and that's just the first round. So it's not going to be only what you can get. It's going to be just the first round of what we can get, and we can go multiple rounds of funding. The funny thing is, there is no cap or no like max you can get with funding. So credit is to infinity. So type in the chat if y'all knew that. In the chat below, if y'all knew that there is no cap to how much funding you can get with your LLC, it's actually to infinity. So when I learned that too, I was like, wow, you mean to tell me that I can get access to X amount of money that I want? It can go to 500,000, 700,000, a million, 2 million. It's like, wow, I can keep getting money. This is the best game ever. It's the best industry ever.
Wow. And that's something I love about grants as well, because there's no limit on the amount of grant funding that you receive. Miss Emma, who's in our community, she just received 2 grants for $500,000. So, that's $1 million in funding, and she's still applying for more grants. So there's no limit on the amount of funding that you can receive. But you also said something else at the conference, at the Funding Blueprint Conference. We're going to do live grant applications. Like while you're on the stage, you're going to walk us through completing the grant application.
I'm going to watch y'all through some credit card applications, get y'all some funding. You gonna walk them through the
Okay.
grant application.
I
That's
mean,
all. I'm
yes,
leave
the
that one to you.
the the credit
I
application.
got
I'm
you though. I
sorry.
got you the funding though. 100%. Yes. I'm gonna get y'all some banks
I
that
said
I
that
know that's gonna give
backwards.
y'all.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So you come and you're giving us the game, you're giving us the gems, but you're holding us accountable and making sure that we take action immediately. No opportunity wasted. We are taking action right now. Drop now in the chat if you are ready to take action now and get access to some funding and capital. Y'all, we're just a couple of weeks away from the Funding Blueprint Conference. And if you haven't secured your ticket yet, you are missing out. We only got a couple of seats available. So you want to make sure you take advantage. Secure your seat, get in the room, and come learn these strategies from Smitty the GOAT, Coach K, on how you can get access to funding for your business. Smitty, is there anything else that you want to share? Any other gems you want to drop? And then tell them how they can connect with you as well.
100%. So just a gem I would want to drop is that, man, you can't do what you don't know. So the number one thing that changed my life was get into rooms. People at home, they're not on the same page. You shouldn't be listening to people who you wouldn't trade places with or bank accounts with in life. I know a lot of people got your best interest at heart, but they don't got your best interest at your bank account. You can't be listening to your mom and grandma about how to become a millionaire and what decisions you need to be making about leveraging credit or starting business and investments and scarcity when you need to be listening to people who have already done it 100 times and are where you are. So this is probably like one of the best things you could possibly do in your life is to come in person, come to an event, and learn from multi-millionaires to be able to learn frameworks of things that they are doing in their business to learn from and take home and take action on so you can change your situation and build new relationships. And just to lock in on y'all goals, it's possible. Only thing you need to do is learn and execute, and that'll be something that can be able to push you on your way to be able to get to the next level. And then lock in with Coach K because she's the go when it comes to her industry.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for coming in and just providing so much value. We appreciate you, and we're ready to see you in Atlanta on the 28th and the 29th. So thank you for coming in.
No, 100%. All right,
Have a
y'all.
good
Y'all be
day.
safe. Y'all be cool. I'll see y'all at the event. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, you guys, drop Blueprint in the chat if you are ready to join and come to the Funding Blueprint Conference. Drop Blueprint. I need the chat filled up with Blueprint. I need us to shut down YouTube, and I need Blueprint all in the chat. I am so excited, you guys. This conference is just a couple of weeks away. We have so many entrepreneurs that have already took action. If you are in the business and grant community, don't forget you have to RSVP. It ends your last week to RSVP is this week. The tickets are opened up to the public. So if you're not in the community, you still can take action and secure your ticket. Come in the room, learn how to get the funding and the blueprint to get the funding you need to elevate your business, take your business to the next level. And y'all heard what Smitty said. There's no cap on the funding that you can receive when it comes to building out your business. And at the conference, we are doing live credit applications. And another bonus that we just decided to throw in, or that we're throwing in, is we're also going to host a pitch competition. So a couple of entrepreneurs are going to be able to come up, pitch their business for a chance to win a $5,000 grant. But you got to be in the room. So take action now. Make sure you secure your ticket. Get in the room. I'll see you guys March 28th, 29th in Atlanta, Georgia. Comment Blueprint in the chat if I'm going to see you in Atlanta. Comment Blueprint in the chat. All right, you guys, that's it for today. So excited to connect with you. Thank you to everybody that joined, and I'll see you guys in Atlanta. Have a good day.